You're never dead until you're cold and dead. Tomorrow is another day, as the lady said.
Sometimes you just have to eat rotten things. That's life, isn't it?
Wait a second. Why does this house look familiar?
Because you've been passing it every week for a decade?
Why do I have a vague memory I stashed 1 or 2 presents for my future self in there?
It's vague because you were drunk.
No one likes a nag, Margaret. You wouldn't happen to remember exactly where, would you? For once, she's silent.
Will those hands never be clean? Falling down, falling down.
They have gossamer wings, just like in the books. Rough beast slouches to look the house of bread.
Where are the Americans? Where are the Russians?
He was doing. But he tore out his eyes anyway, didn't he?
Mind the side effects.
Maybe we couldn't have fought back. Why did we help?
A misty morning may become a clear day.
Stay out of the fog. It bites.
You look how I feel, mate.
Pain doesn't.
I am the cat that walks by himself, and all places are alike to me.
Stop the movie.
I could do this in the dark. I think I have.
Night-night.
It's gonna be alright once the pain's gone away.
Stay where I can
happened
see
to the
you.
gardens?
Put that weapon away.
Put that down, you
Now.
maniac.
Put that thing down.
He's armed!
Better half an egg than empty shells.
It's too late to say you're sorry.
Stop the movie. God, please stop it.
The best laid plans of mice and men.
It's strange.
Where do they
There's
bury
things
them?
here you could never
I'll ask
find
you
in
that.
Hamlin Village.
You never see them burying them.
Observe how the concrete is used for its raw and unpretentious honesty, contrasting with the pretentious ornamentality of the Victorian buildings of the parade. Rather than hiding the structure, the surface preserves the shape of... in situ casting forms, revealing the nature of its construction.
Well, I think it's hideous.
I've never fathomed brutalism myself. Well, lad, this is what we train for.
Now, try to behave whilst you're in the village, okay?
Hello.
would you like to donate to our Uncle Jack charity drive?
On your trolley, you huffy wee fuck bumper!
Ollie!
Oh, my goodness. You're Ollie Starkey. It's Ollie Starkey.
Fuck the lot of you! Jack's a collaborator and a traitor! Let this be a lesson to you then.
Have you been in a fight? Your clothes are all torn. Why aren't you happy? You need to be happy. Take your joy.
Our own wee Bannockburn.
Where are you going in such a hurry?
You must take your joy immediately.
I know a tailor who can fix that suit right up.
Thank you.
See what all the fuss was about.
What was that? Help us! Help!
Don't be a drag, baby!
That cuts it.
They did it. I know they did it.
No more, Mr.
That's the guilty bugger! Right there!
There. That's the one that was...
See you. You're coming with... That's the guilty bugger right there.
You won't get away with
That's
this!
the one that done it!
That's the one that did it.
That's the one that done it!
That's the guilty bugger! Right there!
Mouldy and dank. Just how I like it. It's a dangerous business. You step onto the tracks, and if you don't keep your feet, there's no knowing whether you might be swept off to. Now, tinkering, that's a thing I know. Ah, the undiscovered country.
I used to love trains. I always wanted a train set. But I'm a girl. After the first 1,000 leagues, the next few steps get longer. Now, should I take the low road or I take the high road?
Fuck me!
Right! That right! I've had it with you. That cutscenes.
Think you can defy all
Right.
that cutscene? I've had it with you.
No need to get excited after all.
And I won't smash your face! Shut up!
Simon says, begin. Okay. Simon says, begin. All right. Simon says, put your hand on your head. Simon says, touch your feet. Simon says, never mind. Clap your hands.
Nothing but blue skies.
Yes, you there. You're out. And you too. You're out. Go on. Out you go. Good. That. And you think Simon says, but you got out, so yes, you're out. Okay. Simon says, lift your right knee. Simon says, lift your left knee. Lift both your knees. And you get on the floor when you didn't wait for Simon, did you? Did you know that Simon says was invented in 1266 when Simon de Montfort had and no matter what King Henry ordered, so Simon says, clap your hands. Oh, I did say Simon says. I just said it as part of another sentence, so yes, you and you.
Hide your head in the sand. I don't care.
Well, you're all...
You can't just wave a weapon about. They sword Time for tea. Time for tea.
You oughtn't take people's things.
I got better things to do.
Sam says kick. Clap. Sam says clap. 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 Sam says jump. Sam says spin. Sam says put your hands on your hip. Sam says put your head on your knee. Sam says put your head in your hand. Put your hands on your hip.
You can't go walking around dressed in rags like that. I won't.
Right! I've had it with you!
No need to get excited after all.
I won't have it!
He's covered in blood.
I'm glad all that nonsense is over.
Black dog?
What can I do you for today? What's your fancy today? Well, sorry I couldn't help. Oh.
My goodness, what happened to you out?
You must take your joy in meat. Right. That comes moving around.
And that's all that nonsense. No need to get excited after all.
I'm done fooling around. Say goodnight.
You're not
There,
going
I
to
see
ruin
you.
things for the
Blood on
rest
it.
of
You're
us.
coming with me.
I know it was you!
There's the one that did it. Help you feel. You'll thank me later.
Right. No more done fooling around. That's it. Keep running. I love it, God's sake. Be off me then. Be off with you then. That's it. That's telling them. Nice one. What's going on? Coming out of there. Drop that right now. What's going on?
What do you want? Let's turn that frown upside down!
That's them. Their hands are all bloody.
It's harder than killing Germans, isn't it?
You won't get away. Hey, that's mine. Keep calm. Ha! Ah! Wet blanket. Lay still, you bastard.
Well, my friends, night will be falling soon. And you don't want to be out at night, do you? Time to go home, take it all. Well, my friends, night will be falling soon. And you don't want to be out at night, do you?
One more done it. That's it. Keep running.
Never having to feel sorry for yourself. This is the show where we talk about being your physical best. You're feeling a bit sick. It's nice to be happy, but you still don't want to drop dead even if you're smiling all the way, do you? It's not a bad way to go, I suppose. But let's talk about coffee. England is a drafty, wet country, and we all get colds from time to time. When you think about it, jams love the wet and they stay fresh in the cold. So if you're coughing from time to time, there's nothing to worry about. And there's nothing to do about it either. Now some people get very worried if they're coughing up blood. And indeed, yes, that might be a sign of something nasty like cancer or pulmonary embolism, things that we don't have any way to treat anymore. Of course, it could just be a sign of bronchitis. If you've had a nasty cough for a while and you're just coughing and coughing and coughing and wheezing, then you probably do have bronchitis. So, see if you can get your hands on some old cough drops, or if you haven't any left, drink plenty of tea, fresh as much as you can, and try not to cough, and it'll probably eventually go away. But coughing up blood is, like it or not, also a traditional sign of tuberculosis. Yes, tuberculosis is a nasty, infectious disease that we just about eliminated from England before the war. Guess who brought it back to us? I won't tell you, but they weren't mermen, and they weren't called Herman. And they didn't come to preach a sermon. Yes. Well, some of them were called Herman. Haha, yes, you know what I'm talking about. How do you know if it is tuberculosis? Well, another symptom is night sweats. If your sheets are soaking wet in the morning, well, then you've had night sweats. And we know you're not having night sweats from worrying, are you? Not if you're taking your joy. Fever is another symptom. But by itself, it could be just a bad cold. But with night sweats and coughing up blood, well, that's not a wonder. Of course, the most famous sign of tuberculosis is losing weight. Victims of tuberculosis waste away. That's why it's called consumption. That's why it used to be called consumption. Now, if you're not getting enough to eat, of course, you're losing weight, so don't worry. But if you are lucky enough to be getting enough to eat, and you're still losing a lot of weight, and you're coughing up blood, well, then you very well have tuberculosis. What can you do if you have tuberculosis? Well, the most important... is to make sure that no one else gets it. Don't cough at anyone. Don't spit in the street and... Don't spit in the street and wash your hands often with soap. Get yourself to a doctor as soon as you can, and he'll be sure to get you to a place where you can be taken care of. What if you suspect someone close to you has tuberculosis? Be sure to tell the nearest doctor. They'll know how to be sure if your husband or wife or friend has it, and what to do about it. Don't keep it a secret, or it might put you back. Be very careful with any handkerchiefs or clothes or sheets that someone might have coughed blood on. They should be washed thoroughly with soap and bleach if you can get it, and they should be hung out to dry at least until a warm, sunny planet.
Morning! How can I help you?
See you later. Everything's coming up roses. Nothing like sitting when you've been walking. Been a while, hasn't it?
Righto.
Right. I'm back with you. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I won't. Down him.
It's very dangerous to be out in the fog. Foggy Jack will take it personally. No, I'm sure you're...
And that was the day that was.
Thanks, say the blisters.
Oh dear, time to go home. I've been to market to buy a fat pig. Time to go home again, tickety-tick.
Well, it's getting late, isn't it? It's time for all good wellies to cuddle up in bed. You don't want to be out after dark. And then where would you be?
Trust me, I learned from the best.
I'd like to read you a bedtime story. Well, curl up in front of the telly. Uncle Jack will tell you a story. Tonight's story is called Hanson Rebel. Once upon a time there lived a poor woodcutter and his wife and his two maid parents. The old man's name was Hansel, and the old woman's name was Gretel. They were split into each, so when a hard winter came across the land, so hard that the wolves prowled the crossroads at night, the woodcutter no longer lived. He lay in bed with his wife. He discussed what. The woodcutter's wife said, "Yes, wife. He will lead them deep into the woods, together the fire with them, and then he will trick them, and he will leave them there naturally. Don't be afraid for the both of us. For you see, they were not her, they didn't particularly like her. Now at first the woodcutter said, I don't know, maybe I should leave you in the woods instead. But his wife said, oh, is that funny? No, they're old, and they do not work anymore, okay?
I wonder who you'd be now if you'd lived.
I wonder what Uncle Jack's story is tonight. Better get in bed.
Oh dear, time to go home.
If I've done this right, you'll wake up in a bit.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Sorry I had to see that.
Who are you?
So he agreed to leave them. As he stand, led him deep into the woods. He broke off small bits and dropped them on the forest path. All along the way, Hansel spoke to his son.
I wonder what the wife's got on the stove.
What are you doing in my house?
Get it? Down now.
They did it! I know they did! Come out. Cheer up! Cheer up now!
You never liked me, did you?
Hansel said to Gretel, "Let us find our way home before night falls, because it's very cold and they're not coming back for us." I'm afraid we come to the end of our time. We'll have to continue this delightful story tomorrow night. Did Hansel and Gretel find their way home? And did the woodcutter welcome them back? Did they all live happily ever after? What kind of fairy tale do you think this is? Tune in tomorrow to find out.
Ah, piss up, my kilt! Tongue my fat box, you weasel-headed gobshite!
That's the guilty bugger.
Done it.
Right there. Say good night. We got out of here, haven't we? Put that down. Right, I won't smash your face.
Away and raffle yourself!
I've had it with you.
I could... do this in the dark. I think I have. Off to bed with you.
Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go swimmingly. So, let's take a look at today's schedule. What's going on in the village of Hamlin? Well, chatting, and greeting, and smiling, and laughing, of course, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and work, work, work! Lunch and dinner? Lunch. Lunch and dinner, and work, 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 work. And 3. I hope you'll all take a quick break for our daily recreational activity. Today, we'll all gather around the telly for a rousing round of Simon Says.
Lovely day for it.
Lovely day for it.
I'll get you next time.
I've got...
Bob's your uncle, Farry's your aunt.
I'm not surprised you're not finding what you want. I used to have more interesting stock. Then Lionel Cashier robbed me.
Lionel? Of the odds and bobs?
Sure. Went out a fly, model citizen. Where do you think his stock comes from? We ain't had a factory since the late, great, thing we don't talk about. I told the bobbies, but they just laughed. He pays them off, you know.
You don't believe him, do you?
Well, supposing I were to lend you a hand.
You're not serious?
Let's suppose that bullet-headed Bobby wound up somehow in the bin near the odds and bobs. There'd be a nice commission on whatever of my stuff we retrieve.
You're going to attack a policeman?
Don't get all up on your high horse. Who kens what I'm going to do from day to day?
should clear up soon, I think.
I'm so looking forward to the battle of flowers, aren't you?
You have an ancient day, have you?
Right is right. Right.
Lovely day for it.
How long has it been?
Marco?
Fuck up, you!
Don't
Right,
This road
That's it.
ready with you. That's it.
Bobbies. Protecting the haves from the have-nots since 1829. I better skulk past them or it's going to be a bit of a ruckus.
Oi! You don't belong there! Give up! And I won't smash your face!
didn't ask you here, did I? If you take enough joy, sometimes one forgets the silliest things.
People in town are getting a tad bit skinny. I think they're starving to death. And they're painting the streets in fucking rainbows. Have you not noticed?
Have you had your joy, Ollie?
Why are you all wearing those ridiculous new masks?
You should get one. They shape your face into a smile. And when you smile, you can't help being happy.
You were kind to me, even when I got confused. I had no one else to turn to.
Oh, Ollie.
We have to tell people. They need to know the truth.
No, Ollie. People do not need to know the truth. Truth is the enemy of happiness. Isn't that the decision we all made?
Oh, but you know the truth, don't you? There's not a thing I can tell you that you don't already know. Is there?
No. It's better not to know. You, of all people, should understand that.
I'm truly sorry about this, Miss Bing.
Help! There's a donor in my... Is this some sort of silly prank?
When I left the village, I thought you people knew what you were doing. Turns out, well, I've been keeping to myself.
I have a pillbox in my kitchen. Would you mind terribly bringing me my joy?
Oh, no, I can't.
Please, Ollie. You were never cruel.
I'm a soldier, Mom. They teach you to be cruel. I need to see the executive committee.
They won't listen. You'll only upset them, and then they'll take more joy and forget. They don't want the whole truth. No one wants the whole truth.
You know what, Miss Bing? I'll come back. I'll come back when you're in your right mind.
No! You can't, please. I'll take you to the executive committee. I'll walk you there. Anything. Just please give me my joy. I need my joy. Why won't you give me my joy?
Sure, I'll go get it for you right away. Now, where would a woman stash her joy?
I'm afraid joy is after my time.
Here we go. She certainly hates to be off her joy, doesn't she?
You're not going to give it to her?
Bit of sugar, milk. So, she's got coffee while the rest of us are drinking toasted chicory. I don't think she likes him very much. This is what you were looking for? Wasn't it? I'm afraid I can't let you have it.
Why the fuck are you doing this? You evil downer bastard! I am going to kill you! I am going to kill you!
Sorry. I need my words to stick in your head instead of flying right out the other ear.
I've got to answer the blower. People depend on my decisions.
She's got her own pneumatic. I better answer it. Who the hell is Clive Birthwhistle?
You should find out if she likes him or not. You can't trust her, of course. Maybe there's a letter or something somewhere.
They're going to need an answer right away. You don't know how critical my answers are.
Dear Mr. Birthwhistle, thank you so much for your suggestion. May I suggest you spend a little more time pondering your work and less time pondering where you do it?
That sounds like her, all right.
Off you go.
This is all some clever joke, isn't it? It's terribly funny, Ollie. Let's just call this a prank, and you can untie me now. Please. Well, that's my regular off-site executive committee meeting. Won't they be surprised to find you've tied me up? What unconvincing lie are you going to try to fob them off with?
You better answer it.
What do I say?
Tell them you're the general and the meeting's been postponed.
Get away!
Hello, it's Beatrice Dalrymple from the Executive Committee.
I'm so sorry. Something's come up. Please come back tomorrow.
Is that General Bing?
Yeah, I haven't got time to chit-chat. We're trying to save the world.
All right. Tomorrow, then. Tomorrow, I guess.
I hope Miss Bing didn't sneak off while I wasn't looking.
Take the key and lock her up. Lock her up. Lock her up. Take the key and lock her up, my fair lady.
I brought some food.
I made them sing, Ollie, so they wouldn't be afraid. But then they had to get on the train. Do you remember how they screamed?
Aye, I remember. All except my daughter.
Your daughter?
Aye, Margaret. Because she was dead. You've got to eat.
I'm gonna throw it right back up.
What was it your dad fed you when you were sick and couldn't eat anything else?
Coffee yogurt.
I'll bring some.
Give me my joy! Why won't you give me my joy?
I'll get you that coffee yogurt.
Why won't you give me my joy? Why won't you give me my joy?
All right, coffee yogurt. What is yogurt exactly?
It's fermented milk, like cheese, only it doesn't curdle.
So I just need some old milk and some coffee.
And probably some sugar to make the medicine go down.
Well, that's coffee yogurt a la Starkey. I hope she's not particular.
Everything is quite all right. Sleepy tight, nighty night. Everything's tucked out of sight, my fair lady.
I think you'd better give her that yogurt.
This is awful. You've ruined it. Oh, Father, why have you forsaken me?
I didn't know what else to do.
Oh, that will be the gardeners. Perhaps you can suggest some lovely colour combinations.
I think you better answer that.
I didn't realise she was quite this popular. So who am I pretending to be?
You could always pretend to be the maid.
Who is it?
It's Brown, the gardener. Could you get Miss Bing?
I'm sorry, she's very busy.
You should have said that she's out.
She's very busy being out.
I'll leave it with you then. Would you, open up, please?
I haven't got time to shave.
Well, wrap something around your face.
And I'm a fat, ugly Scotsman.
Not all maids are thin, pretty, and French.
You've got all the bloody answers, haven't you? Just a minute.
You better make sure she's out of sight.
So, should I stick her in a closet somewhere?
I'm afraid so.
Here's the counting of all the gardening supplies. She can pay me next week. Cheerio.
I'll see that she gets it. There are acts of heroism you never get a medal for, and they're some of the bravest.
I need air! Open the door! I'm suffocating!
I think you'd better let her out. No, you may not just leave her in there for a bit.
I didn't say a word.
Well, that's a good look for you. Suits you. You might want to shave a bit.
Christ almighty, can't these people think for themselves?
You must let me answer my messages. They won't know what to do on their own. I promise I won't put in any secret cries for help. I just need to answer.
Who the hell is Prudence Holmes?
You really ought to get out more, Ollie.
Just let me point them in the right direction.
All right. I'm afraid she's been gone from the office for some time. Good luck. Why do I feel like a squealer? Off you go.
I was your friend. The only one who was nice to you. Why would you do this to me? Have you at least got a cigarette?
They'll kill you, you know.
Whoever told you that?
Last time I managed to dig some out of the rubble, a house collapsed on me. I nearly died.
Give me some joy! I need my joy!
You'll feel better soon. Ish, I think.
Miss Bing? Oh, Miss Bing? It's Constable Naismith.
You're busier than a one-legged man at an arse-kicking contest, aren't you?
You won't fool the bobbies. They'll expect their sandwiches.
I think he's getting upset. Ollie, you better talk to him.
Oi! You don't belong there!
Go forth and sin nae more.
The children won't stop screaming.
You have to talk to them. Then they settle down for a bit.
Are you mad?
Aye. We could have saved them, you know. The tanks were made of papier-mâché. Little Artie Hastings tore a hole in one of them.
What could that possibly matter now?
I suppose it doesn't. Except that's just the first lie. Then comes the victory that wasn't, and then the happy pills, and the Simon Says because the kids are all gone. You can paint loaves of bread on the shop windows all you like, but if people don't wake up, we're all going to starve to death.
Please, give me my joy.
Oh, I need you here with me, Ma'am. Not off in Neverland with Wendy and Peter.
All right. The tanks were papier-mâché. The children didn't have to get on the train. Poor Margaret Worthing didn't have to die.
Nay, she didn't.
We go to City Hall, back entrance. There's a private elevator. The code is 0126.
The date of the victory.
I'll write you a letter of transit. It won't be enough. People won't face facts. Not until we take their joy. That's what we have to do, Ollie. And when we do that, they'll murder each other in the street.
Then why would you help me?
There hasn't been a baby born in Wellington Wells in 17 years. We don't talk about that.
I'd forgotten that.
Let's go see the executive committee.
Oh! People have to know.
In an hour, you horrible little man. I won't even know you exist.
You have to find the letters of transit.
I can't stay here. Victoria's probably run to the police already.
Then hurry! Find them!
Right! No more fooling around! You can't hide from me!
Well, that was unexpected. Ow. But I've got a letter of transit now. I'll see the executive committee in the parade. I'll tell them the food's running out. I'll make them listen.
I've got a wife. You're not human.
Found you.
Please. I've got a wife. You monster! What are you?
Shave and haircuts.
Please, I'm only doing my job. Please, I've got a wife.
That's the
There
one
he
that
is.
done it.
Get him, lad!
Why don't you cheer up?
We got a downer here. He did it. Right. I see you.
I've had it with you.
You're coming with one with the blood on his hands.
Get away with this.
There's the murderer! Right there!
Where are you running off to? For a minute there, I thought I'd have to do my job.
Couldn't be better, thanks.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. The Executive Committee have decided to close the parade to visitors for the duration.
Duration of what?
They neglected to specify, sir. But I have been specifically informed that it is unrelated to the dispersion of plague. So, you may put your mind at ease in that regard.
Then how the fuck am I supposed to get to the parade, you bell-headed turd?
Perhaps you can dig a tunnel, sir. Good luck.
For fuck's sake! It wasn't helping me anyways.
Aren't there already tunnels?
For the train tracks, oh sure, but there's no way past the hatch on the other side. Believe me, I've tried.
Then how does the Morteline get to the village from the mines on Appleholme?
You're right, there must be tunnels. I've no idea where.
Do I have to spell it out for you?
Dr. Faraday! Oh, yes, she designed the Morteline flow system. Oh, she's got to have the blueprints for the Morteline tunnels.
Bravo, Ollie. One day you won't need me anymore.
Don't talk nonsense, lassie. I'll go see Dr. Faraday. So the parade's locked up tighter than a vicar's bumhole. Lovely. But there's the Motoline tunnels. Dr. Faraday has to have a map. Maybe she'll let me make a copy.
Please. I've got a wife.
Remember, we're always safe in the dark.
It's that time of day when it starts to turn to night. It's time to close up. Well, it's that time of day when it starts to turn to night. It's time to...
Oh, time to hit the scratcher.
And remember to stay.
Sleep tight, darling.
Come on out
blood
now.
on his hand.
Right, I'm done, boy. I'll cheer you up, all right.
Right, I've had it with you.
Careful. You know how there's all that joy gas in there? It's going to make you throw up. You better wear a gas mask. You know what joy does to you. I wish you wouldn't take all those drugs. You don't think clearly enough as it is.
Simon Says, step on one lit platform.
Take a flying fuck at the moon! Wait, I didn't say Simon Says.
Ollie!
There's no one here but us Raven.
You did it. Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy, can you? Happiness is a choice. Simon Says, step on two platforms.
Simon Says, go drown yourself in the river!
Fantastic! You did it! Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy, can you? Happiness is a choice. Step on three lit platforms. Ha 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 ha! I didn't say Simon Says. Now, Simon Says, step on three lit platforms.
Back in your ma's fanny, you wank stain!
Fantastic! You did it! Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy, can you? A choice. Now, for the last challenge, Simon Says, step on all the lit platforms.
Act Toon and Matt Snell, you bloody charlatan! Wait and ball your head! You're the first wee dick that's ever made me long for the real Jack!
Be sure to enjoy your day.
Oi, you! Right, no more Mr. Nice I see ya. That's the one what's done it.
I believe it's not.
Smells like someone cleaned every surface with mortaline. Good thing I didn't smoke anymore.
A white bird stood upon the roof in spite of the snow, and now and then pecked at it.
Good. Now we can come back here without all those disagreements.
The windows were made out of clear sugar. They were starving, of course, so Hansel helped himself to a chunk of the eaves, while Gretel broke off some of the window frame, which was made of frosting. Inside. That's my house. They are. In fact, she had made the gingerbread house in order to lure someone to eat. For witches believe, I am told, that if you eat someone, you get their power. Hansel woke up in a cell made not of sugar, but